Veterans League President Dr. Snooky Zigalala about today's funeral for Archie Sibego and the way in which struggle stalwarts are recognized for their sacrifices. Of course, we now cross back to Sipho Stuurman, who is at the home of Zola Skweyia, and he's joined by the Minister in the Presidency, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamaini-Zuma. Very good morning to you again, Sipho. It's over to you.
Good morning to you and our viewers at home. Of course, we're continuing with our program here of the funeral service of Dr. Zola Skweyia, and this is part one where we are still at the family home, and I am joined, as I mentioned there, by the Minister in the Presidency, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamaini-Zuma. Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. I understand that obviously as part of the planning inter-ministerial committee, you've had a lot of these funerals to plan. Just talk to us about what's happening this morning here at the Dr. Zola Skweyia family home.
Thank you very much. This morning at the family home, we are at part one of the funeral, which is where the ANC flag is being removed and given to the family, and then it's going to be, the coffin is going to be draped with the national flag, which will be done by the National Defence Force. And then there's also prayers, the last prayers and blessings to prepare for the way to the church.
All right. Now, I see that your name is also on the program. Someone that's going to be paying their tributes there at the main service at the church. Now, just talk to us about this loss, what it means to you and what it means for the ANC.
Well, it's a great loss because it's a generation of cadres that is becoming scarce, because they are the people who left, who started fighting the regime when they were here young. They eventually left to swell the MK, and they did their best. Zola was amongst the first to be trained, and he also got his education as a lawyer. He did a lot, and he was eventually appointed as to head the legal division. But he was always involved in ANC activities. But when we were preparing to come back, he was key at preparing the ANC to govern. And even when we got back home, he was also key to making those preparations, making sure that when the ANC does win the election, there will be people who know how to run government. But also, he's just a very disciplined, but a very kind, ethical leader who doesn't see being a minister or anything as a position. He saw it as a service, a responsibility to serve the people. That's why he came with Batupile as the first minister of administration.
It's certainly been a difficult time, April, for the ANC. Mamuwini also having left us, a diplomat, Utatu George Nene, and now Dr. Zola Skweyia. It's a difficult month for the ANC.
It is indeed. I think it's always been a difficult month, April. If you go back, you find that there are lots of comrades who have passed on during this month. Maybe if we just go back a little, we'll know that Solomon Masango was hanged by the regime in this very month, and many other people have died. Comrade Chris has died in April. OR died in April. This time we've had Mamuwini, Comrade Zola, Comrade George Nene, we've had Comrade Santana of MK. So this month has been particularly heavy for the ANC and has lost many cadres.
All right, thank you very much. That is Minister in the Presidency, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamaini-Zuma, telling us that it's indeed a difficult month for the ANC. They've lost a lot of their respected leaders, liberation fighters, and today they are laying to rest one of those respected ones, that is Dr. Zola Skweyia. Of course, we are still at the family home for part one of the service. As she mentioned there, the draping of the coffin with an ANC flag and also a national flag, and then the ceremony will then depart, then going to that church, Christian Revival Church, which is at Corner Linwood Road and Solomon Mahlangu Drive. The public again is welcome to join that service starting at 8:30 this morning. It's now back to you in studio.
Yes.